A very warm welcome to SaltEdge. We're often asked, who are SaltEdge and what do we do? Well, we started a little over 10 years ago with just 3 people with a bit of a dream, and we've now transitioned into a company that is truly international. We have over 150 people totally dedicated to helping businesses all over the world embrace the beauties of open banking. We have offices in Canada, in London, in Bucharest, in Milan and in Chisinau. That allows us to really have a good global footprint when it comes to the customers that we engage with. We offer open banking services, and this covers a variety of different topics. We will enable, through the connections we've got to banks all over the world, account-to-account payments. This is known as PIS. Payment Initiation Services. We also offer AIS, Account Information Services. This allows, under the consent of the end user, the ability for their account to be accessed, and from that, a variety of different use cases and benefits can be achieved. We also provide PSD2 compliance for a lot of banks and EMIs that have to comply with the PSD2 regulations. This is an area of expertise that SaltEdge really focus very hard on. Our coverage and our understanding of the entire open banking ecosystem is very wide. It's something that we thoroughly enjoy, and we welcome you to learn more about SaltEdge. SaltEdge have been engaged by many different areas of the travel industry, and we're aware that this is an enormous sector with multiple providers and businesses that work within it. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of problems in this area when it comes to fraud and costs, and the amount of money that is spent just if you focus on one thing, which is payments and payment processing alone, is enormous. It is without doubt a really important thing to include open banking as a payment method for consumers. Now, whilst cards will still be very prevalent, they do have associated risks, and there is still a lot of fraud using card payments. Open banking can mitigate this significantly. Not only is the money directly transferred from the person's account into the merchant's account, so this prevents any withholds or any frauds, it also prevents any chargebacks, because there are simply no chargebacks when somebody's making a payment from account to account. Remember, this is a consented and secure payment from one person to you as the merchant. Reconciliation is also a lot easier because you have the account details that are authenticated of the person with whom the transaction has been made. This again is much easier than sending money back through the card networks. It's quicker and it's cheaper and it's better for the consumer. The other thing when it comes to fraud is the fact that open banking genuinely will identify the name of the person that is making the payment. And as a way of helping reduce fraud within this sector, open banking is already finding its footprint as a really critical partner in this journey. SaltEdge have been engaged by the iGaming and gambling sector, and this provides 2 use cases primarily for open banking. The first one is for payments. When somebody wishes to make a payment into an account using account-to-account payments and open banking, the payment and the transfer is instant and there are no chargebacks. The other use case for the iGaming and gambling market is the regulations that are being introduced by the UK Gambling Authority on affordability checks. Now, this is where account information services become a very strong and prominent part of that journey. It will allow the gaming or gambling company, under the consent of the person wishing to gamble, to have their account assessed for affordability. And this will check income, it'll check expenditure, and it will also allow the ability to identify if that particular person has got any gambling problems. They can identify whether someone is making payments or subscriptions to multiple gambling sites. This is under regulation, it's a duty of care, and this is where open banking AIS as a service is absolutely at its finest.